get to this Spider-Man. You want to go ahead and kick it off, Cornelius?
Spider-Man.
I'll let you. I'll let you go ahead and start on it.
So we got the last one. We got it's going to be Spider-Man No Way Home, and this is crazy, dude. This is the biggest film in the world right now. I think they got over. Are they over the 500 million threshold?
Oh
right
yeah,
now?
they're well over 5. They're almost to 6. I would say they're by the end of the holiday weekend, they'll probably be close to 8.
Wow,
it's killing it.
Yeah, so this picks up right after Far From Home, with Spider-Man's identity now revealed. Our friendly neighborhood web slinger is unmasked and no longer able to separate his normal life as Peter Parker from the high stakes of being a superhero. When Peter asks for help with Doctor Strange, the stakes become even more dangerous, forcing him to discover what it truly means to be a Spider-Man. So, like I said, it picks up right off of the last film, and pretty much he approaches Doctor Strange to make a spell that's going to make everyone forget he's Spider-Man, and Strange agrees to it. But then during the process of executing the spell, Peter realizes that the people he cares about are also going to forget about him, forget about who he is. So that's a problem. He's interrupted Strange. Strange is making adjustments on the fly, which is crazy. I like how that's represented in the film with the rings and all that.
Yeah.
And apparently, right at the last minute, with all the changes, the spell gets out of control, and rather than finish it, Strange contains it, but it's kind of too late, because what ends up happening, it draws in some nefarious figures from other Spider-Man dimensions, basically villains, are brought into this world, and they're looking for Peter Parker, and craziness happens, man. That's all I'm going to say. And I guess the trailer, I'm gonna try to keep it contained to what the trailer shows us. And we've got Doc Ock pops up, and the Goblin, you know what I'm saying? We get a little Mysterio action, the Lizard, and all on top of that, he's got to deal with the fact that his identity is out there, you know what I'm saying? So that's just crazy. But I will say this film is amazing. Like in a year that also brought us Shang-Chi, which I think probably was the highest bar, in my opinion, up until this came out, even though Eternals came out in between. But that Shang-Chi left a long casting shadow. And even with that, standing here, this film to me is probably, it might be my favorite thing of this year that I watched. Like the most fun I've had, going to see a movie. It's just amazing. Just so much things that they've included in this thing, things that I didn't expect. Even we've had all these rumors and speculations coming up before this film, but what actually played out, no one predicted that. I didn't see no one really predicting where the story was going to go, and they did it. They knocked it out the park. They killed it. It's amazing. It's a feat.
Definitely. I mean, and it's still like you said, it's consistent with the other 2 films that came out, but this one, it was so visually appealing, and also the supporting cast. Yet again, it's Tom Holland is going to give us everything that we expect, but I really love the dynamic that the other cast members give us in this film as well. Like everybody gets their chance to shine, you know what I mean, in this film. And, that kind of really stood out to me as well. And it's a fast 2-hour film. Like
2.5 hours, bro. It went back.
There you go.
I've seen it twice. I'll go again.
Yeah. I definitely have it on my list to see it again this weekend.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Overall, Spider-Man's like one of my favorite Marvel characters, especially like in MCU, since they cut that deal with Feige cut the deal. I totally enjoyed this film. I'm glad nobody spoiled it for me over the weekend, because I wasn't able to see it until Monday morning.
That's trying.
Oh yeah. I pretty much put a do not I put a block on the coming soon and all those sites and everything on Facebook, to where that was just gonna pop up. But overall, I enjoyed every minute of this film. I can't wait to see more from Holland as Spider-Man and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's it. I mean, I don't got nothing more to add on to that, man. What do you think, Eric?
No, it's fantastic. Like I am a diehard Spider-Man fan. Even the bad movies, even the some of the previous ones that were not so great. I always found things to like about them. But this one, yeah, they definitely came in firing on all cylinders. And even by the end, I was like, I'm sad and happy and excited and crying and all the whole emotional rainbow I went through in this movie.
It was an Infinity War ending, like where you're so blown away by what you just witnessed, but you still got that shadow of like Empire Strikes Back, where you're just like, it's so awesome, but like, damn, like,
even this, I was like, it ends perfectly for Spider-Man, and like, where Spider-Man has to go. As I've said to people, like, if you want the spoiler review, go to our podcast, Concentrated Podcast. We spoil the shit out of this, the whole episode. So, I
will say that too. Like, I think the ending does reaffirm who this character is, man. Like it brings that, because we're used to the wacky neighborhood guy and all this stuff, but there's a cost that comes with that, man. Like this guy was Batmaning before Batman was like if you look at the construct of this character, man, like great power, great responsibility, and also great sacrifice, man. That's the line Uncle Ben left out.
Yeah. Not just that, he did it all while being broke as fuck, unlike Batman, who had billions of dollars and could have been cleaning up the city.
Another thing they really hit the nail on is the fact that he's still just a teenager. Like, he's trying to figure it all out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not just being a superhero, but his life and where he's going to move forward as Peter Parker. You know what I mean?
Because a non-spoiling thing about this movie is, a big part of the plot is him trying to get into college and where that fits with him being a Spider-Man.
Yeah, man. Like that's like he's such a blue collar character, man. Like in a way, he's like a John McClane of superheroes. Not saying that he's a regular in that aspect, but just the way his life is set up, and you realize like what's it going to cost for, like, let's just say one of us had to step up to that role. We wake up, we can shoot webs and shit. What's that going to cost to your life? What's that going to cost to your relationships? You know what I'm saying? What's that going to cost to the course of how your life is going to go? And I think this film nails that, dude, in a way. Like the depth of this thing, you're not going to. Here's the thing. One of the big critical complaints is the stakes aren't high enough. No, they killed that. They killed that notion.
Right.
The stakes in this thing are so fucking high, and I think they do a great job with nailing that. And showing
that's because in the previous two movies, they kept Spider-Man very low level. Spider-Man is a New York hero. He doesn't have world-ending things. This one, it's a universe-shattering event. Like this is all because of Spider-Man. Also, I feel like Doctor Strange kind of did the spell just to spite Wong, because Wong, Wong is technically in a higher position than him.
Wong
now.
Didn't have his back either. Wong,
he was like, "Oh, word, don't do it." All right, cool.
Yeah, man. So I can't explain it, man. This is amazing, dude. I wish I could buy everyone in America a ticket. Let's go see this shit. Like I've been telling everyone who will listen to go see this movie, even people that I know aren't that big into shit, like, yo, go see this movie. Take your nieces and nephews, take your kids. Like, this thing it's worth it. Like this thing has got people back in the theaters in the middle of Omicron. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like motherfuckers see this
folks out there, dealing back, in the middle of the fucking Omarion variant and everything. We're out there.
Yeah, another thing that blew me away was just the first time I went on the first show I could get to on what was that? Was it Thursday?
Thursday.
And it wasn't that many people in there, maybe about 20 of us. So it was
folks gotta work.
Yeah,
I couldn't catch it until like 8 o'clock.
Purpose, man. I feel like nobody bringing a baby in at this time of day. So then the second time I watched it the next night, like at nighttime around like maybe like 7 o'clock, and it was packed, dude. But dude, some of the reactions this thing was getting, imagine being and watching MMA or some shit. You're watching a Conor McGregor fight, he KO somebody. That's how the crowd was going when certain things were happening. It was, you could feel it. You could feel
there was multiple, like
body
when
was
you
shaking
saw
from the sound that the people was making and the clapping. It was crazy.
Like when you saw Endgame and Captain America picks up the hammer, you
Yeah.
have multiple of those moments in this movie.
Yeah,
multiple.
that's basically what my theater did.
Yo, it happened like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
That
our theater was
hammer-
packed, like 100% sold out.
Yeah, man.
One of the
You
things,
can
one of the things I have noticed, like this week, the other 2 days I went to the movies, my theater's been sold out, and like right now, like before we start talking about it, the rest of the shows at my AMC are sold out for this movie. I'm talking about like it might be 1 or 2 seats here and there, and then all of the like the handicap areas like open,
Yeah.
But
when I went and saw Nightmare Alley, like, and even The King's Man, like, there was maybe 3 people in the theater with me. Everyone else is in Spider-Man.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah. This is great, man. This is dope as fuck, man. So
Right now, it's already at 638 million,
wow.
and at the
go get a
weekend
billion,
here,
man.
What?
Damn it.
it's going to be a billy before the end of the year.
I do want to point out though that Venom hit 500 million worldwide. Like that's crazy to me. This is so crazy to me, dude. Like
One of the things I'm real thankful for is like that Sony did cut this deal with Feige. Overall, I just don't think that they should get too cocky and pull Spidey from the MCU, because it's I don't know. Them managing that for them is really making that character big.
Yeah,
Really making Sony some money.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, just let somebody else do it. Don't try to, like, you got your own little separate universe with Venom and Morbius. Just hang out there.
Yeah.
Like, you can
Don't
have
get
that.
too cocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I will say this, man. That's it, dude. So I don't know if Corny want to hang out with us for this part, but we're done. Go